is assisted by compatriots Luis Ventura and Humberto Panoy. Brian Lopez, the fourth official, Tatiana Guzman and Danion Parchment are the VAR. Well, the first goal in tonight's game is pretty much going to shape how this one unfolds. LA Galaxy know they have to score first. Well, because around the world, competitions like this no longer have the away goals rule, but here in Central America the away goals rule, remember that, it still exists. It does mean that this game will only go to extra time if LA Galaxy win 4-2 and mirror the first leg results. That's over 90 minutes, then it goes to extra time. Otherwise it will be decided on who scores the most away goals. In the case of Toluca, a 3-1 defeat or a 2-0 defeat tonight will see them crash out because LA Galaxy would have scored more goals. That's a little stat that does lean in the favour of Galaxy. Should they score 2 goals tonight, they would go through, and Toluca would need 3 if they were to concede 2. So there is a glimmer of hope for LA in the sunshine here in this early evening. It's a beautiful day. I'm not going to lie to you, the stadium isn't full, but there's a fair crowd. And we are expecting a really good game. There is no love lost between Mexico and USA on a football field. Or around a table politically in recent history as well. But this is an opportunity for USA to make it 3-0 in the quarter-finals. It's unlikely, but it's not improbable. The all-red of Toluca tonight, and the all-white with the navy blue sash across the shirt for the Galaxy. Well, we're just about ready to get ourselves going. Just a quick team photo for LA Galaxy, and on the other side of the pitch for Toluca. We've now gone off into a huddle. The captains are coming forward. Big day actually for the LA Galaxy captain Maya Yoshida. May remember him from playing for Schalke and Southampton in Europe. He's now 37 years of age, 127 caps for Japan, and tonight is his 700th career professional appearance. That is quite some achievement, so congratulations to him. So that's the team news, that's your match officials, the set scene ready to go. It's a largely clean bill of health, by the way, for Toluca. LA Galaxy have a number of key injuries. Ricky Pucci is out with a cruciate ligament, so that's going to keep him out for the foreseeable, unfortunately. Jacob Glesnay and Joseph Pancil also sidelined at the moment. The big news on the team front, with both teams making 3 changes tonight, is Marco Reus starts for LA Galaxy, having only been on the bench in the first leg. Well, it's still work to be done for Toluca, but the winners of this tie will meet LAFC, who beat Cruz Azul across 2 legs fairly comfortably. Later on today, it's Seattle Sounders trying to get themselves back into the game against Tigre. 2-0 to Tigre in the first leg in Mexico. Some work to be done there against UANL. We're off and underway here. So the whites of Galaxy in the shade on the side of the pitch over to the right, so they'll be kicking from right to left in the first half. The sun is fast setting, so the majority of the pitch, apart from scraping of sunshine through the centre, through the eaves is in shade. Only touch for Joao Klois, has to slide to get the ball back to Carlos Garces. Garces will play alongside Maya Yoshida at the back. It's an interesting ball reversed back to Santiago Simon. They're playing Simon down the right hand side, very experienced back line, but Simon, 23-year-old, is predominantly a right back, can play in the midfield, is playing in the midfield. I'm going to try and keep it nice and tight tonight. Toluca by playing those two fullbacks down this near side, the right hand side. The Galaxy coach Greg Varney pacing up and down his technical area, knows his side have got to get off to a good start here. If they concede the first goal, the simple equation is they've then got to score the next three. If they score the first two, the game is in their court because of the away goals. Antonio Mohamed is the coach of Toluca. He looks quite quiet and calm on the touchline. Toluca played, didn't he? Copa Libertadores when Mexico were allowed in the early part of this century. 3 appearances in that competition. Twice they got as far as the quarter-final. Won this competition twice. 2014, the last time the trophy was lifted. MLS have won it. Sorry, MLS, LA Galaxy of the MLS have won it just the once, and you have to go back 26 years to the turn of the century for when that happened. And the MLS was very much in its infancy. Galaxy haven't made a good start to life in the MLS this season. As the ball is prodded back to his goalkeeper by Santiago Simon. Has a good run down the right-hand side here for Castro. He's been found. He's on the edge of the penalty area for Toluca. Pulls it back. And Romero out to the left-hand side, and Gallardo, the captain for Toluca. Solid start from them. Romero gets it out wide. Now it's with Gallardo again. Gallardo interchanging with Helenio. Back out wide again to Helenio. Helenio gets a quick ball into the box. It's stopped by Bruno Mendes, who stretches and puts it behind for a corner. Mendes, the Uruguayan international, former Corinthians player, former Granada in Spain player. Knocks that one behind. There's a good sprinkling of Toluca fans behind that goal away to our right, where they've got this corner. The corner is being taken on this near side by Santiago Simon. He's got a teammate coming across to opt for the short delivery. Toluca leading by 4-2. He is going to whip this one in now as Santiago Simon in towards the edge of the penalty area. It's been teed up, and the shot by Jesus Anguilla has been blocked by Edwin Chiarello. So it is still 0-0 here. There's an injury to Marco Reus, and that's one thing LA Galaxy could do without in the opening 5 minutes. He's gone down, holding his right leg. This is a big cause for concern for the LA Galaxy manager Greg Varney. Just having a look to see how it happened, and it was innocuous. The LA Galaxy fans have made plenty of noise at their end, but there's a lot of support for Toluca tonight as well. And treatment being administered at the moment on Marco Reus, and it does look as if he's okay. Bit of a shake at the head. He's got a cast on his left wrist that's been causing one or two problems, and that seems to be where the problem has arisen. Reus has come off and he's about to come back on again. We're back underway. Toluca with possession deep inside their own half with Bruno Mendes. It does look like they're playing with a back line of three in the Barbosa, who played it right back in the first leg, is playing more right side of the three in defence. Let's give Helenio a little bit more scope to get forward. Gallardo to get forward likewise down the left-hand side. Santiago Simon on the right. So you can see the logic. He's changed his shape slightly. There's Antonio Mohamed. He's gone solidity first. It is a throw-in to Toluca on the halfway line, which will be taken by the incoming Santiago Simon. One cap for Argentina. Doesn't look like he's going to make the cut for the World Cup this summer. Header away is a solid one. Not once, but twice there from Julian Ard. Sake's solid at the back alongside Maya Yoshida. Now Barbosa all the way back to the two central main men, Mendes and Lopez. Barbosa's playing on the right hand side of the three. St. Gallardo and Simon coming in to make that a 5. Here are LA Galaxy winning the ball back in the midfield with Edwin Serrao and the goalkeeper Marcinovski. Well, we've played 8.5 minutes. I hadn't mentioned until then either goalkeeper. That gives you an indication of how this one's panned out so far. Plenty of possession for both sides, but no penetration. That might change now as the visitors look to get forward with Helenio is playing as that number 10, so he's here, there and everywhere. He's going to be difficult to pick up. Here he is, interchanging with Angulo. Angulo back again to Helenio. Helenio again. That's a great ball. Into Angulo, pulls it back. There's no one there. Yoshida slams it into touch on the near side for a throw-in. So the first leg was won 4-2 by Toluca. But the away goals rule does mean that if they were to score first here, LA Galaxy, they would put a little bit of pressure on Toluca, but it's Toluca that would look the more forceful at the moment. Here is Gallardo! Oh, what a goal! Toluca take the lead, and it's an absolute stunner from Jesus Gallardo. The captain has hit it like an XSX missile, and with just 10 minutes gone, it's Toluca that extend their lead and make it all the more difficult for LA Galaxy. That's one thing Galaxy didn't want, was to concede an early goal, and the first goal is 5-2 on aggregate, and my goodness me, Gallardo has just hit that one like a rocket. The fullback gathers the ball. It's kind of half cleared by Garces. He comes across. He's cut it up into the top corner. It's a really good goal from Gallardo. No chance at all for Marcinovski. That's a cracker. Flew like a missile into the top corner. What a way to open the scoring. Well, Jesus Gallardo knows a thing or two about scoring goals. He's a goal-scoring left-back. He's playing as wing-back tonight. That's his 4th goal of the season for the veteran. He's 31 years of age. He'll be going to the World Cup. He'll be hoping that just before the World Cup, if they play him in both the friendlies, he will go to the World Cup already having completed a century of caps for Mexico. He's currently on 98. And 4 goals as well, but the Monterrey old boy has just hit that one. He's got 4 goals this season alone for Toluca. He's in great form. But Gallardo, what a goal. He's cut across it and it's flew over Marcinovski and in. And LA Galaxy have got it all to do now. And they haven't really crossed the halfway line yet. Maybe they can do now with Peck. He's been brought down. That's going to be a free kick. Flagged by the linesman. The referee's already blown his whistle. Peck, the Brazilian, brought down. He's had an indifferent season so far as Peck. He's got 6 goals in this competition. He's got 3 assists in the MLS, but hasn't scored in the MLS. He only seems to be scoring in this competition. Blinding good form, and they need him to fire on all cylinders now. So a free kick away on the right-hand side for Galaxy. If they were to score 3 goals, they would win this tie. Marco Royce has gone across to take this free kick. There is the option of a left-footer in Peck. It is Peck that whips it in, and an instinctive block puts it behind from Bruno Mendes for a corner. I think it was Mendes. In fact, I think it was Poliino back there that might have got the touch. But they're back in their numbers, Toluca. Now they've got to keep it watertight. In comes the Galaxy corner, flicked on at the near post, and again they're happy to just put it behind Bruno Mendes. Corner. Second corner in quick succession for Galaxy. Trail here 1-0 on the night, 4-2 on aggregate. Marco Royce is going to take the corner, plays it short, and then gets it back on the right-hand side. 2 defenders converge on him, and he does brilliantly well to flick the ball wide of the mark there to Yamin. Yamin got the cross in, and it has been cleared away. The shot coming in, and it's just past the post at the second time of asking. Well, the flag is up, and it wouldn't have counted from Cireo. But there was a couple of sightings of goal there. I think it was Eric Tommy that hit the first one, and it was blocked, and then it came to Cireo, who was standing in an offside position. So, a free kick. The Galaxy fans are still making lots of noise, the ultras behind that goal in the sunshine, enjoying the early evening sunshine. To say the stadium's not full, but it's by no means empty. It's about 2/3, half to 2/3 full. Pushed back by Carlo Garces to his goalkeeper Marcinovski. Well, Galaxy responding well to falling behind with that chance there, but it came to nothing in the end. Toluca look a more than capable side going forward. This is going to be the problem now. Galaxy have got to try and take some gambles. Here they come with one such gamble. It's a long run forward by Tommy, but he's been stopped in his tracks. He's flat on his back inside the penalty area. The ball is with Toluca. And Jesus Gallardo gets it wide to Angulo. Angulo gets the cross in. It nearly came to Helenio, not quite. Yoshida. Dropping deep back to his goalkeeper was Carlos Garces. Says the Colombian, 21 international for Colombia, but he's never actually got a cap for Colombia at full international level. Ball over the top by Toluca. It's gone out for a goal kick. Can't quite keep that in play. Jesus Angola, a little 5'7" striker who's this great low centre of gravity, skillful player. Well, the Toluca fans are in good voice. That long trip from Mexico so far appears to be worthwhile. They're enjoying the LA sunshine and they're leading by 1-0 on the night thanks to their captain. Jesus Gallardo's fine strike into the top corner inside the opening 10 minutes has given Toluca an even more firmer grip than he already had from the first leg across this tie. The USA have won the first two quarter-finals against the Mexicans. It looks like the Mexicans are going to get one back here. It looks like Tigres later on will get the better of Seattle. They're 2-0 up in the first leg in Mexico. That's still open if Seattle can get on the front foot there. Nodded away by Garces. Now it's with Miki Yamei. Japan international will be going to the World Cup. Gets it away. Long ball out towards the right-hand side. It's back again with Carlos Garces into the midfield. Serrao. Yoshida coming out of the back line. 700th career pro appearance tonight from Yoshida, the former Schalke man, former Southampton man. Remain again down the line to Peck. Peck winning a throw in off of the goal scorer Gallardo. Well, they're not sitting back and holding on to what they've got here, Toluca. They're still trying to push LA Galaxy back, and overall they just look the more capable side of the two. On the front foot at the moment, Santiago Simon, and then back to the goalkeeper from Barbosa. This is Luis Garcia, the 33-year-old, who's come through the academy for Toluca. One club goalkeeper, many an appearance as well. It's still 1-0, and it's still Toluca on the front foot, and it's Heleno who's picking up pockets of space left, right and centre. Talking about Garcia, who's only played somewhere in the region of about 120 matches across his time with the club. He's been with the club since 2017. Offside flag has gone up against Gallardo on the far side, so that would be a free kick to the home side. A solid start from Toluca. They've looked very dependable so far. Trying to get on the front foot again. It's another drive towards goal. That was a really good hit from Nicolas Castro, the Argentine, forcing a good save out of the goalkeeper for LA Galaxy this evening, JT Marcinovski. It's a good save from Marcinovski because that bounced up right in front of him. Galaxy have got to find a new level, a different gear. Their Champions Cup exploit is coming to an end. Unless they can score 3 goals without reply, and it just doesn't look at the moment like they're capable of doing that. Trying to get going down the left-hand side. Marcus Royce to Serrao. Ord, the left-back, coming in tonight. One of 3 changes. Both sides, by the way, making 3 changes from the first leg. Well, Gallardo's 10th minute strike has kind of just put the seal on it for Toluca. It could have been worse for Galaxy. That shot from Nicolas Castro. Packed a punch. Bounced awkwardly as well in front of the goalkeeper. So Galaxy 0, Toluca 1. And at the moment, Toluca are controlling the game, they're controlling the tempo, they're controlling the ball. Is there any way back in this? That's the big question, really, for LA Galaxy. But they've got a throwing down on the near side, which is going to be taken by Odd. In fact, the assistant referee has pointed in the opposite direction, and the referee's given a free kick. There's a foul on Diego Barbosa. Three minutes gone. Galaxy 0, Toluca 1. And it really is total control. 49% possession from LA Galaxy, which I'm very surprised about, because it feels like Toluca had a whole lot more than that. They had the best chances of the game, 2 of them. 1 save, 1 brilliant goal from Gallardo. Played out wide now. Here come the home side with Klaus trying to jump and meet the cross by Ord. It's Ord that wins the second ball again. Back out wide to Eric Tomey on the left wing, finding Serrao. Serrao has to go backwards to Carlos Garces. Picked up in the midfield by Justin Huck, from a New York City player. This is better from the home side. Peck wide on the right hand side, all the way back to Mei Yoshida. What it needs is a goal, really, for LA Galaxy, just to level things off, because it puts them where they were at the beginning of this game, 2 behind, but they've got more away goals, remember. Toluca need another goal to eliminate LA Galaxy's advantage of 2 away goals. Got the 1 already. It's the one thing they're probably angling for, but they've given it away in the midfield of Galaxy. Serrao was clearly fouled by Nicolas Castro. Free kick. Slide rule pass through the middle from Justin Hack, but again Toluca even with it, and just looking very comfortable at the moment. Free kick has been given here to Toluca. An offside flag up against Klaus as the ball was played over the middle and just run through. Do you know what? Looking at that, Assistant referee put his flag up very quickly. He wasn't going to catch it anyway, but that wasn't the right decision. He was onside there, Klaus. Klaus, 6 goals so far this season for the former Hoffenheim player. Big lad as well at 6'3". Serao Klaus, the Brazilian. There he is, jumping. He's beaten in the air quite comfortably by Bruno Mendes, though. Brought out from the back by Yamain. But he is fouled by Paulinho. So free kick to Galaxy. Galaxy trying to edge their way back into the game in terms of possession. Sereo and Peck on the right hand side. Scoop forward from Nicky Yamain. Up into the path of Joao Klaus. They haven't got Marco Reus into this game anywhere near as much as they would have liked to have done. Seems like Reus is playing in the number 10 role, and Tommy he's come to the left-hand side. That wasn't the case at the beginning. Reus was more on the left, but here comes the cross from Reus. Back with the delivery as well, and then ended off once again by Toluca. There's 28 minutes gone. And LA Galaxy, for all their endeavour and all their huff and puff and possession in the last 5 minutes or so, have not got anywhere near to causing any sort of difficulty for Toluca. They clear the ball up towards the halfway line. It's a powerful header away by Garces. Carlos Garces, the Colombian. Managing to get the ball clear. Michael Galaxy again with Garces. And that's a good ball into the channel. Can they get it back? It was a weak shot from Eric Tommy. He came inside from the left-hand side, cutting into the box, but just as he shaped up to shoot with his right foot, he seemed to stutter slightly. And it got caught underneath his foot slightly. It was a rather weak shot in the end. Galaxy have won a throw-in on the right-hand side, which has come off of the goal scorer, Jesus Gallardo. It's a brilliant strike on 10 minutes, giving Toluca a 1-0 lead on the night, 5-2 on aggregate. Throw it into the box, it's over the head of Klaus. Drops at the feet of Heleno. He's back there helping out. Inch perfect ball to the left-hand side. Having a look up now is Anguilla. Lofts it over the top. Paulinho will chase, and Paulinho will get there ahead of Carlos Garces, and then the shot from Heleno drags it wide from the edge of the box. But that was dangerous. Toluca edging their way forward on the counter-attack. The winners of this tie will play LAFC. First leg in early May will be a home leg. Looks like Toluca at the moment are preparing to take on LAFC in the semi-final. Another semi-final. It's looking like it's going to be USA against Mexico, but that's yet to be confirmed. But here, Toluca looking like the first Mexican side to make it through. Got themselves a free kick inside their own half. And the goal scorer, the captain, Jesus Gallardo. Just having another look on the monitor here at this wonderful goal from Gallardo. Absolutely brilliant strike from the edge of the box into the top corner. Powerful as well. Hit it like a rocket. Pass on the right hand side. Santiago Simon. It's rather telegraphed to Carlos Garces. In the midfield is Soraya. Soraya good with the ball at his feet. Doesn't give it away too often. Garces comes to the left hand side. Julian Alde. Giving it away in the midfield. Again, it's Marco Reus. Even he can't keep hold of the ball at the moment. So a free kick to Toluca. It's a foul by Reus on Castro. You are listening to audio commentary coverage of LA Galaxy against Toluca. It's 1-0 on the night. Toluca lead thanks to that goal from Gallardo. 4-2 they led in the first leg, so 5-2 on aggregate. Santiago Simon, safety first, all the way back. Lovely touch from Mendes. Can't quite find Nicolas Castro, but it was the right idea. Back into the midfield for Soraya, but he's been dispossessed rather easily by Franco Romero. Castro again looks to the right hand side. Santiago Simon rolls it forward to Helenio. Helenio can carry. It's the feet of the diminutive Jesus Anguilla. Back out wide to Gallardo. Between two defenders and then brought down by Reus. It's Castro. The foul by Reus. It was Anguilla that was fouled. Diminutive little midfielder tricked by Reus, who's been very frustrating so far. Marco Reus, the 36-year-old former Dortmund Gladbach man. Thought he would have played more than the 48 games that he played for Germany, scoring 15 goals, Marco Reus. A fantastic career, and his swan song is here in the USA. 11.5 minutes to half time. Great ball in, and it's off the crossbar. And then the second one is over the line, and it's 2-0. Well, the first header was off the crossbar. The second one is offside, so it won't count. Well, the first header was Everardo Lopez, the young defender. He's crashed it against the crossbar. And as the ball is played, yes, Gallardo was offside. And then it looked like Gallardo might have touched it as it went in from the head down by Barbosa. And he was probably still offside. So yeah, it was the right decision by the assistant referee on this near side, Luis Ventura. Just a little over 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Toluca looking good for their lead. Gallardo, the goal scorer, with a header away. It's held up really well by Castro. He can carry the ball now through the halfway line. He actually won the ball 15 yards ahead of where he is at the moment. He's arced his way back into the midfield in a determined fashion so as not to give it away. Simon. Barbosa. Safety from Mendes, the Uruguayan, who goes back to his goalkeeper. Garcia clears long. Just looking a bit sharper, Toluca. A little bit more authoritative. They look as a unit. Much better than their host. So there could be a chance here. That was a lovely interchange between Romero and Elenia. He was very nearly away there, Palhinha. But here's a cross coming in from Helenia, which has been deflected away by Yoshida, and then there's a foul on the edge of the box, and my goodness me, they got opened up again there, Galaxy. 9 minutes to half time. The Toluca fans, plenty of them, have made the journey. Seeing their side 3 goals ahead with 2 away goals for Galaxy. There is still that tiny little hope. They would need to score 3 goals to win the tie rather than level it, because they'd go through on the away goal. But one more Toluca goal, I really don't see it on our way back. At this moment in time, you think to yourself, where are Galaxy going to get 3 goals from? Galaxy have possession with Peck on the right hand side. They need to get Peck involved, they need to get Royce involved. Tommy, when he has got involved, has been disappointing. Here's Ord, the left back, the Argentine, Lanús old boy. Garces back to Martinovsky. Yamain, Japanese fullback. 2 Japanese players in that back line for Galaxy. It's been played out wide. Ord, can he get the cross in? He can, right-footed, deep into the box. Peck on the right-hand side. Pulls it back, here's Hack. And then a run through the middle, and it's just wide. That's much, much better. And it was a run by Edwin Serrao, who somehow managed to pick the ball up from 20 yards out. Found by Yamin. He evades a couple of challenges, and it took a slight deflection on its way through from Bruno Mendes, looking at the replay. However, deflection was not picked up in any way, shape or form by referee Mario Escobar from Guatemala, or the assistant on the far side, Humperdinho Peñoy. So a goal kick cleared away. Bruno Mendes gets it away, not once but twice, onto the thigh of Helenio. Helenio gets it wide. This is Sino. Helenio trying to get the better of Garces. Came off with Helenio last, and there was a little lash out there by Ord. Seemed to raise his hand into the face of Helenio. Now what? It's just as he's got up, his body projecting back up in the air, his elbows flicked up and brushed into the face of Helenio. Helenio hasn't made a big fuss about it, in fairness. But here come Toluca again. Castro. They could finish this game off before half-time if they get another one. And they are looking to get another one. The shot coming in again from Gallardo, nowhere near the force of the shot that produced the only goal of the game. Took a deflection and back to goalkeeper Martinovsky. Looping ball out to the near side. The ball has been won back again by Toluca, given away cheaply by Ord. Castro wide to Gallardo, plenty of time and space. He's being closed down by Peck. Now Romero, not a great ball forward. That'll go straight out for a goal kick. We're just about to come into the last 5 minutes of this first half. It's been largely uninterrupted, so I can't imagine there's going to be too much time to add on. The LA Galaxy coach Greg Vanny has got some thinking to do here. How does his side get back into this game? They are not in good form this season, Galaxy. They've only won 2 matches out of 9 in the MLS. Difficult start to the season. Sorry, out of 7, not 9. 7 a slight injustice, but it's not been a good start to the season from them. And they're trailing here, and they've got to find 3 goals from somewhere. From what we've seen, the way this game is shaped up, it's just not going to happen for them. Because Toluca have been much the better side, and here they come again. Helenio. It's a good foot in by Carlos Garces. Checked in the ball is Hack. He's been brought down. Hack on Hack, you could say. Free kick taken quickly. It's gone out of play on this near side. It's going to be another free kick here as a second player gone down for the M&S side. Foul by Helenio, the Brazilian. Used to play for Bragantino in the Brazilian top flight, Serie A. Helenio. He's never got near to the full Brazilian squad. Did play for Brazil under-23s, Helenio. He is a talented individual. Can play on either wing. Tonight he's playing straight down the middle, just behind the front two. It's a very progressive lineup this from Toluca, and of course it all sorts of problems for Galaxy. Forward by Castro, but this time it's a little on the weak side. The pass. The ball forward from Marco Reus is quickly blocked. Throw in to Galaxy. The Galacticos have got to find a way back into this game. They did win away at Austin at the weekend to give themselves a much needed lift after a horrible run of form during March. It's a long overdue victory, but what confidence was gained from that trip to Austin seems to have been lost here. There might be a chance for a strike on goal from Angula. He does strike it, and it's spilt by Marcinovski, who quickly leaps to the rebound and lays his gloves on it. In the bright yellow tonight, Marcinovski has been beaten once already, and he's been much the busier of the two goalkeepers. Champions Cup quarter-final second leg. LA Galaxy 0, Toluca 1. 5-2 the Mexican side leader on aggregate. Last of 6 successes in the M&S Cup for Galaxy was 2024. Just the one success in this tournament 26 years ago. Here come Toluca again. Paulinho, that's a good ball. This is Castro, help forward and then reverse back to Castro by Helenio. It was too intricate in the end, and Helenio would have been better off going alone. Soraya forward to Tommy, and Tommy can run through the middle, plays it out wide. That's a good ball. Gabriel Peck. What can the Brazilian do? He's got 2 defenders there. Took a deflection off of one of them, Gallardo, and goes behind for a corner. A minute and a half left in the first half. He's on his haunches over on the far side. He's Greg Vanny, the Galaxy coach. They really do need a goal right now to give themselves a realistic glimmer of hope. Royce to take the corner. An outswinger from the right. Harvey headed away. Where's Simon? Back in numbers. Paulinho back there as well. And everyone behind the ball to make it difficult for Galaxy. So 1-0 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate. You feel like this game is more or less over, but not quite. Down the line for Mickey Yamin. Can't get to it though. Just been so much stronger. Paulinho tries to turn, and as he does so, he's brought down by Huck. An offer of an apology from Huck. A free kick just inside their own half for Toluca. Just hitting the 45-minute marker right now. And, the board hasn't gone up, so I can only imagine that the referee is about to blow the whistle. No stoppage time. Was that injury, wasn't there, to Marco Reus very early on, first 5 minutes? 3 minutes have been now given. I was going to say, there's got to be some time added on. I didn't think there'd be 3 though. All popped into the box again there by Romero. It's the chest of Rashida and goes behind for a corner. Toluca fans enjoying the dominance from their side. They left the door slightly ajar by letting LA Galaxy get 2 goals in the first leg. Galaxy have seldom threatened so far in this game. And another goal right on half-time here would be the killer blow for Galaxy. It would mean, just to take it to extra time, they'd need to score 4. Can ill afford to score, to concede another one, Galaxy. Here's held up by Klaus. Down the line it goes. He's pretty rapid, is Peck. So 2. There's Alvarado Lopez sliding in, the 21-year-old defender. He's a very good defender. Alvarado Lopez has been pretty solid back there today. Coming into the side this evening, and he's not let them down, the 21-year-old. There's Klaus. Just a little over a minute of 3 added on to go. Out wide again to Peck. Oh, yeah, man. Into the penalty area. That was an interesting one. It was almost brought down by Peck, and just seemed to loop off of Mendes and nearly went over his goalkeeper, who had to stretch his arms up to claim the loose ball. Throw in to Toluca down below us. Los Diablos or Rojo. Red Devils leading here 1-0, 5-2 on aggregate in the CONCACAF Champions Cup quarter-final second leg. 3/4 of the way through this tie. 3 LA Galaxy goals in the second half would win them the tie. Simple as. They have to be positive, which is something they've just not been positive enough generally this season, Galaxy. There are a lot of red shirts in and around the crowd here. It's almost like, at times, a home fixture for Toluca. And at half-time, they are very much in control. A wonderful goal after 10 minutes from their captain, Jesus Gallardo, has them ahead at half-time. Galaxy have offered little in response. It could have been more. They've one disallowed. They've hit the crossbar in that lead up to that disallowed goal. They've dominated. They've created all the chances. Galaxy have got to score 3 without response to go through. It's still there. It's still doable. But from what we've seen in the first half of this match, it's exceedingly unlikely. Half-time, Galaxy 0, Toluca 1. Second half is just around the corner. Be sure to join me in 15. You are listening to audio commentary coverage of LA Galaxy against Toluca in the CONCACAF Champions Cup quarter-final second leg. 1-0 at half-time to Toluca, 5-2 on aggregate. LA Galaxy quite simply have to score 3 without reply to progress to the next round of this competition. There is going to be a change as we start the second half. It's a change for LA Galaxy. They're going to bring on Elijah Winder, 23-year-old midfielder, as Toluca get this second half underway. They're all red, kicking from right to left and already making good progress down the right-hand side. It's cleared away, however, by Meya Yoshida, and it's Garces that's gone off at the back. Looks like a change of formation as they try to marry up with their opponents. It's a little flick inside by Joao Klaus. Yoshida has been joined at the back by Justin Huck, with Elijah going into the midfield. So it doesn't look like a shape change, it looks like a shift in personnel. It says on the half-time graphics that he's come on as a central defender. Winder, well, he hasn't, he's a midfielder. It's Huck that's joined the back line. Winder in midfield. There's a back pass from Santiago. Simon goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, Luis Garcia. So, solid first half performance for Toluca. They've got what they deserve from the game, and that's the lead. I feel that there's only one winner in this game, Nicolas Castro. He's played in Europe for Genk in Belgium and for Elche in Spain in La Liga, so he's got some good experience there. Argentine, only 25 years of age, Nicolas Castro. Edged forward by Mendes, held up by Heleno, all the way back to Castro, and then back out wide to Simon. Simon's made the run down the line, and so to Heleno. Heleno, the ball into the box, he's just got there in time. Good Meya Yoshida to put it behind for a corner. So, corner. Well, they've got 2 players standing over the ball, Heleno and Santiago Simon. Simon will take it, short to Heleno. Into the left foot, whips it in, punched away when he perhaps could have caught that, Marcinovski, and then headed away at the second time of asking by Yoshida, out towards the left-hand side. Tomi went into a wall of red shirts, 3 of them standing there waiting for him, taking it off of him, and turned back by Barbosa to goalkeeper Garcia, and then out to the left back Gallardo. His goal, the difference between the two-sided pile driver after just 10 minutes, and you have to say that Toluca are thoroughly deserving of their lead at the moment. It's been pinched back by Simon. Barbosa moves it for Heleno. Barbosa again, Heleno trying to hold off the attentions of Ord. He's gone down from behind. Referees said play on, even though he's been chopped down, and Ord has continued his run into the penalty area, and there he is fouled, and the referee says no penalty. And having won the ball back, and I thought it was a foul personally, Julian Ord has continued his run into the box, gets the flick from Joao Klaus, goes down, no penalty. Referee from Guatemala, Mario Escobar, says no. It's the right decision. I feel as if there wasn't enough in it. Let's quickly run through the 2 teams for you. Marcinovski in goal for LA Galaxy, with a back 4 of Yamin, Yoshida, Hack and Ord. Winder on at half-time alongside Sereo and Royce Peck and Tomey, and then Klaus in attack for Toluca. It's Garcia in goal. Back three, Barbosa, Mendes, Lopez. Two wing-backs, Simon and Gallardo, the captain, who scored the only goal. Romero, Castro in midfield, and Heleno in behind Angula and Paulinho. Very positive attacking formation from Toluca, and it's reaped dividends. Free kick to Galaxy, who did get 2 away goals in the 4-2 defeat in Mexico 7 days ago. It means that if they were to win by 2 clear goals tonight, they would go through, providing it was 2-0 or 3-1. But it can't be 2-0 now. It can still be 3-1. If it's 4-2, it goes to extra time. It has to be 4-2 to go to extra time. The away goals rule applies in the CONCACAF competitions. So if you are just joining us, 5.5 minutes into this second half of the second leg. Galaxy 0, Toluca 1. The only goal coming in 10 minutes. Jesus Gallardo. 4-2 the first leg, won by Toluca on their own patch. And here come Galaxy. That's better from Peck. Joining forces with Serrao in midfield. Tries to loft it into the box to Yame. It's gone beyond him and out for a goal kick. He stands in his technical area with his hands in his pockets, does the Toluca head coach Antonio Mohamed. His opposite number, Greg Vanny, looks far more worried on his haunches, thinking, oh, his side can possibly get back into this game. Galaxy have been overrun in just about every department. The ball has been played down the line by Serrao. It's a poor pass. Drilled forward by Garcia, the goalkeeper, up to the halfway line. It's helped on by Angula. Angula has made the run, if only he could be found, and he can be found now. It's in an onside position, though. He's not the flag, he's up. The pass from Romero. Angula felt he was offside. The assistant referee bided his time before he rose the flag on the far side. 52 minutes gone. Galaxy 0, Toluca 1. Galaxy again losing the possession, giving it away down the left-hand side with Castro, who's been busy in that midfield, creating, churning over possession, playing the ball inside to Heleno. Heleno has to go backwards to find space to keep possession. Goes wide to Gallardo. Gallardo can roll it down the line. It's Heleno again. Chips one in, a nonchalant chip into the box. It will come back now for Angula. Flicks it wide to Simon. And it's a pile driver, which is just wide. Well, one defender scored from distance early in the first half. 7.5 minutes into the second half. Barbosa had an open invite to hit that from distance, but he pulled it wide of the target. 53 on the clock. 7 shots they've had, Toluca, to Galaxy's 2. Gives you an indication of just how dominant they have been. Barbosa, solid again. It's bumped in the back by Peck. And Peck is pushed over by the defender Gallardo. Wasn't happy with the treatment from Peck, and a yellow card has been shown to the goal scorer. Scored the only goal, and he's got the only yellow card of this game now. I think it was Barbosa, in fact, that got it. Barbosa got in front of Peck and he was barged over. He got up and he was pushed over again. He took exception and got up and shoved Peck to the ground off the pitch. Yellow card for Barbosa. It is only a throw-in because the incident happened off the pitch. Launched into the box, flicked on by Klaus. Headed back in again by Huck. Doesn't go anywhere though. And they are in control still. They're making lots of noise, the LA Galaxy fans. just doesn't feel like it's going to be their night. If they can get a goal soon, then maybe there's just that little glimmer of hope, but at 1-0, they still need 3 goals. And if Toluca get 1, then they need 4 just to take it to extra time. So 1 more goal for Toluca pretty much seals the deal. Just can't see Galaxy getting 3 or 4 in this game, to be honest. Not really created anything all game. Good turn this from Klaus, gets it wide. Left-hand side, big cross coming in from Tommy. Leaps high, does Peck, can't get the head on it. One back by Sareu. Remain with the throw. Tommy. Yemain. It's into Peck. Peck's first touch let him down there, and that allowed Toluca to get the ball clear. Peck again into the penalty area. Good skills. Chips the ball up. It's just too high for Tommy, who was arriving in the 6-yard box on the left-hand side. It's cleared away by Simon Alatov there for Toluca, but now they can hit Galaxy on the counter-attack. Helenio on the left-hand side, plays it across to Castro. Castro into the box, chips it to the far post. It's too high for Paulinho and drifts away. I was going to say for a goal kick, but he's actually kept in play by Marcinkovski. Great chance at the other end. Peck, great footwork, chips it up to the back post. Tommy just underneath it. Here come Galaxy again, trying to force the issue slightly. Six and a half minutes gone. Galaxy nil, Toluca 1 still. Soreo plays it inside to Yoshida. Yoshida picking up fellow Japanese man Mika Yemei. Now we'll both hope to be part of the World Cup in the summer. It's given away low by Yemei. Gallardo up to the halfway line. Held up well by Paulinho. It was a good target man, Paulinho. And then switched from the left, and Castro to the right. Simon into the box, a big chance, 2-0. So easy for Paulinho. 12th goal of the season. He's done it again. It was a great ball in from the right-hand side from Simon, and it just needed the finish, and it was a nice finish into the corner. His 5th in this competition. They go 2-0 up to Toluca, 6-2 on aggregate. It's good night, LA Galaxy. There's no way back now. That second away goal means that if Galaxy were to win this, they would need 5 goals. 4 would take it into extra time. It's not going to be Galaxy's night. It's not going to be Galaxy's season. Not this season. Not in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Opened up with such ease. The pass, perfect by Helenio. The finish, unwavering. Clinical. Didn't need to blast it. The goalkeeper committed. He just rolled it across him and into the corner, reversing it into the far corner beyond the goalkeeper's left foot. It's a very good finish from the Portuguese veteran striker Paulinho, former Sporting man, former Braga man as well. He knows where the net is. He's been scoring goals for fun for 10 years or more. Paulinho Diaz, 13 minutes into the second half. They scored relatively early in both halves, and LA Galaxy had been blown apart by a team that quite frankly have been miles ahead of them, streets ahead of them. The Galaxy have given the ball away very cheaply through Ord into the penalty area. It's again with Paulinho finding Helenia. It's a deflected shot and it's just past the post. It's a goal kick. Helenio again causing problems. Tried to find the corner. I thought it took a deflection. It did take a deflection. It actually was going wide. Hit Anguilla. It still went wide, but it got closer to the goal by hitting Anguilla. Nicely played by Art to Soraya. Throw in to Galaxy. Toluca fans celebrating. 2-0 they lead, just coming up to the hour mark. Well, can't see anything other than a comfortable win here tonight for Toluca. They're on the attack again. It's just about kept in play on this near side by Anguilla. He's fell over, but he's still kept it in play. He's got loads of time to get up and get there first. And look at the space on the right-hand side. Santiago Seaman gets across here and cleared away by Yoshida. Just over the head of Romero. He must try and get back. Klaus. Good run from Klaus. Needs some support. That comes in the shape of Peck, who's been the go-to man for LA Galaxy. Tries the shot, blocked by Gallardo. And another shot, this time from distance from the substitute Elijah Winder over the bar. Goal kick. Just a minute beyond the hour mark and so comfortable. Galaxy on their way out. First Mexican side to progress through the quarter-final stage. Galaxy 0, Toluca 2. It's been a good night for the Mexican side as the ball is played into the penalty area. Mate pulls it back across the 6-yard line. No one there. That means chance goes a begging for Galaxy. They've created one or two openings like that, but not yet some sort of resemblance of a chance or a shot. The other end, Paulinho has demonstrated how good he can be in front of goal. As Toluca prepare their first change, they're going to bring on Pavel Perez, a midfielder. He's going to replace Helenio. They've got their 2 away goals. They take off an attacking player and bring on another midfielder. He'll join Castro and Romero and just tighten things up a little bit. I see no threat. Galaxy need 4 goals just to take it to extra time. It's not going to happen. Got a little over 25 minutes to do that. Haven't even had a shot tonight so far. Not really, not on target. Goalkeeper Luis Garcia hasn't had a save to make. At the other end, it's another chance here for Paulinho. Into the box, chips the goalkeeper. Well, if it wasn't over already, it is now. Paulinho with another exceptional finish. Lifts it over the goalkeeper. And it's 3-0. Yoshida caught for pace. Marcinovski lobbed by the fruitful Paulinho, who scores his second goal in a matter of minutes. And this game is well and truly up for Galaxy now. They've been mauled tonight, mauled. And Paulinho made that look ever so easy. 3-0 they lead. It came from the midfield. It's a lovely touch by the busy Anguilla, playing it through to his strike partner, who just lifted it over the goalkeeper. It's a sensational strike. Waits for the goalkeeper to come with the right foot just scoops it over the top of him from the edge of the penalty area to make it 3-0. Very good goal. Galaxy are gone. It's been a torrid season so far for Greg Vanny and his side, and they are not going to find things any easier from here on in. They're 3-0 down. There's an injury to Eric Tomey, who's gone down holding his hamstring. Not sure if it's a kick or a muscle. If it's a muscle and he's holding his hamstring, there's a problem. The medics come on for Galaxy. He was running, oh, that's his hamstring, that's gone. His hamstring just pulled up as he was in full flight down the left-hand side. As if Galaxy didn't need any more bad news tonight. Just lost the German winger Eric Tomey to a hamstring, the former Stuttgart man who came to the club from Sporting Kansas City. Eric Tomey goes down, and that is a game-ending moment for him, I'm afraid. Once you stop in full flight with your hamstring, there is no bouncing back. Triple change in the offing for Galaxy. It's more cosmetic than anything else. Tomey's going to be the first one to come off. Just wait to see who the triple change will be. Sanabria is one. I know he's the Uruguayan. Just looking at the third goal again. Brilliant improvisation. He's taken his 2 goals tonight. Paulinho so well. 13 goals he's on this season, 6 in this competition. Peck has got 6 in this competition as well, one of the leading scorers in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, and joining him on 6, Paulinho tonight. Well, that hamstring injury spells the end, doesn't it? Joseph Paintsil comes on to replace Tomey. That's the first change. Tomey off with a hamstring. Serrao makes way for Sanabria in midfield. And it's the end for Royce as well. He's going to be replaced by Ruben Ramos, a young 19-year-old academy lad. Comes on for a rare outing to get some game time in the senior team. Well, Gabriel Peck is the top scorer in the Champions Cup by 2 clear goals. Paulinho was one of 4 players on 4. His double tonight takes him to 6, and we've got the 2 leading goal scorers in this competition on the pitch. Ramos has gone on. They're saying that Klaus has gone off, but just having a look here, it does look as if Klaus is still on the pitch. It's all right, we get the graphics put in front of us here, and Klaus has gone off, but we were told in no uncertain terms that it would be Royce. It looks like Garces has stayed on. Let's Toluca get the ball away. They're leading 7-2 on aggregate now, Toluca. The only thing I didn't see the first leg, the only thing I can scratch my head at is how LA Galaxy managed to get 2 goals away from home, because they've come nowhere near scoring 1 tonight. Incredibly disappointing. They look like a team bereft of ideas They look disjointed, there's no cohesion, it's all very slow and one-paced. Good wide men in Tomey and Peck, but Tomey's just gone off injured. It's a chance for Joseph Paintsil to come in and stamp his authority on the side. Zangula on the far side. It's gone all the way back to the Toluca goalkeeper. Quick reminder that he is still there, Luis Garcia, because he hasn't had much to do tonight. It's been a convincing win for Toluca, a professional performance. We're into the last 20 minutes of what is now a dead rubber. The only way Galaxy can go through now is by scoring 5 goals in 20 minutes to take it to the away goals rule. Even then they go out, they've got to score 6 to win because of 3 away goals. It's not going to happen. Not when you've not had a shot for 70 minutes. How are you going to score 6 goals in 20? Be one of the most amazing turnarounds ever. Marco Reus did actually stay on. He came over to this near side to get some fluids on board. He thought he was going off. It's Garces that went off. And Tomey and Soraya and Klaus have all gone off. They've made the 4 changes. Galaxy, not sure those personnel changes are going to make any difference. Yoshida, 700th senior appearance in his career tonight, but they've given the ball again here away. Galaxy up into the striker Paulinho. He's on a hat-trick into the penalty area. It could be 4. It's just past the post from Nicolas Castro and sliding in and within a whisker of getting that hat-trick, Paulinho. And it was another fluent move. They are so good going forward, just couldn't quite reach it. Angulo to Castro and nearly to Paulinho. And now they're going to make a couple of changes. Diaz is going to come off, on rather. Paulinho's coming off. His 2 goals won't become 3. Second change, Marco Ruiz, former Tijuana player. He's going to replace Jesus Anguilla. They take off their front 2. Surprise, surprise, they bring on 2 midfielders, Jorge Diaz and Marcial Ruiz. Looks like a change as well. Parente has come on for LA Galaxy. Isaiah Parente has come on for Royce. Royce has now gone off. No recognised striker on the pitch. No, this forward is Jorge Diaz. This is Ruben Ramos. And the Galaxy coming forward. As the ball is whipped across the face of goal. Just wide. That's as close as it's got for Peck and for LA Galaxy. Teed up by Yemain across the face of goal. In fairness, it was a good yard or so wide. It wasn't a big chance. It wasn't the kindest of angles, but it was their best chance of the game. This is a lot, really. LA Galaxy have been completely overrun here. Mexican side have been very good. Took their chances. Look dangerous every time they come forward. They have taken the sting out of their own tail with all these changes. They've gone to say it negative, it's not the right word. They've gone conservative. Played inside by Winder, on as a half-time substitute. Back out wide now by Sanabria. Again, good interception by Santiago Seaman. Back into the box for Sanabria. Cleared away by Toluca. Too many people behind the ball, so make it easy. Huck. Pencil. Chance to take on the fullback. No way past. Nicolas Castro blocks him off. Well, they want a clean sheet now, Toluca, just to cap a solid away performance to come to the USA into a big gun like Galaxy. And I know Galaxy are not in great order at the moment. Their MLS record this season suggests that. Their performance to date confirms that. But still a very good performance from Toluca and a very good result. He's made a progressive move towards the golden boot in this competition, Paulinho. 2 ahead of everyone else. If you think that Peck is going to go out of the competition tonight, all he needs to do is score in one of the semi-final 2 legs. And he's on 7. Someone else has got to go get 3 from somewhere, so he's in prime position. As the ball is chested calmly back by Jesus Gallardo to his goalkeeper Luis Garcia, who chips downfield. It's a poor touch from Yoshida, but he's still got it here, Maya Yoshida. Good footwork from Peck, who strikes it, but it's on target. And that's the most they've worked Luis Garcia all night, and all he had to do was pick his hands up and stop it from smashing him in the face, because that was never going to go in. 77 played. Five shots on target from Toluca, 2 shots on target from Galaxy. I can't recall the other one. I think that was the first one. Well, neither of those 2 shots have caused any concern to Luis Garcia. Here's Peck, he's been the best player for Galaxy. Not that that's setting the bar too high. It came off of him last. It's not even going to be a throw. It's a throw to Toluca. Swig of his bottle of water. It's been a very comfortable night for Antonio Mohamed, the coach of Toluca. Semi-final against LAFC. The first leg would be at home. They'll come to the USA and to LA for the second leg again. Listen, the LA derby is not going to happen, not in the semi-finals. It's going to be a blow to the Galaxy fans, but they were hoping with LAFC winning last night, this would be the moment for a semi-final showdown and a guaranteed LA team in the final. But they can bring one back here. Cross comes in, doesn't make it beyond Ruben Ramos. Takes a slight deflection and into the arms of goalkeeper Luis Garcia. As a contest, this game is long gone. Pride is all they've got to play for now, Galaxy. As the ball is turned back by Marcel Ruiz in the midfield. They're playing with 4 central midfielders, essentially a 5-4-1. They've left Jorge Diaz, who's normally a midfielder, young man up front. Here they come. Pavel Perez inside to Castro, wanders out wide, does Gallardo, and gives it to captain Ruiz. So Ruiz back to Gallardo again. Keeping ball. To Toluca, who could blame them? Romero to Everardo Lopez. 21-year-old defensive talent who's done really well tonight. This is a good run from Santiago Seaman. Incisive ball to Marcel Ruiz. Teeing the ball up. Held up by Jorge Diaz. Then wide to the left-hand side. Gallardo scored the first goal. Looking to make inroads, but enough white shirts back there for Galaxy to clear the ball. It remains 3-0. Gallardo's early goal, 2 second-half finishes of a high quality from their top scorer, and the top scorer in this tournament now, Paulinho, have given Toluca a 7-2 lead as we prepare to move into the final 10 minutes. Galaxy 0, Toluca 3 on the night. Well, they had it all to do at 4-2, Galaxy. They had to be positive on home soil tonight, and they've just not been positive in any shape. It's been very disappointing. Galaxy have been very, very disappointing indeed. Jorge Diaz holds it up, falls over there, does Barbosa. Still got up and won the ball though. Up to the halfway line, Barbosa lifts it high, or intended to lift it high anyway, smashed it in the end against Ruben Ramos, the teenager, and out for a throw. 81 minutes gone. Galaxy trailing 3-0 on the night, 7-2 on aggregate. They can come forward now with Ramos. Down the left-hand side is Painter. Pulls it back. It's going to be incredibly easy for Ruiz just to step in and take the ball and send it to the right-hand side. Simon. Nice skills by Simon. And he's been brought down, and a yellow card for Parente. The second yellow card in this game. First yellow card for Galaxy tonight. Perhaps an indication of their lack of commitment for this one. No big chances in this game. 2 shots apparently on target. I thought it was Parente that got the yellow card. It's not Parente. It's Huck. A couple of changes for Toluca. Rossi is coming on. Breseno is coming on. Castro, one of the players making way. They've got so many midfielders out, and they decided to bring on a defender and a striker. Just put the extra defender on for a bit of assurance in the final few moments. Mendes is the player that's gone off for Breseno to join the centre of that defence. So they'll go with a diamond formation in the midfield with Franco Rossi in attack. Gives them a little bit more cutting edge. Last 5 minutes or so, they've not found it quite so easy to get up the park, Toluca, with the lack of striker, so that's why they've brought on Franco Rossi, 23-year-old Uruguayan, bought in from Danubio. Rossi is 6'1", another big target man, rather like Paulinho. Footwork from Yemaine. Yemaine sends a cross in. It's a deep one, hit on the volley by Ord. It went up in the air, it didn't go anywhere near to the goal. And then improvisation from Romero, who was fouled as he tried to clear. A free kick to Toluca. Just a little over 6 minutes to go. Chewing his gum, arms folded, a man under pressure, Greg Vanny. Poor start to the season. Again, it's Gallardo. The temperature is certainly rising. 10th place in the West at the moment. Galaxy haven't won in 20 away from home until the win at the weekend against Austin. They have been demonstrations to get the manager out. This exit from the competition may well be his final nail in the coffin. He's brought in Joao Klaus, he's brought in Marco Reus. He's got talent in the likes of Peck, but it's not really happening. Pooch being out as a long-term absentee doesn't really help. Won the MLS Cup season before last. This is a far cry. Won the title 2 years ago, so he is very much highly thought of. That has bought him time. How much time remains to be seen. The MLS season will be somewhat fragmented this season because of the World Cup taking place here in the USA. Toluca fans have almost outnumbered the Galaxy fans tonight. A Mexican contingent in LA. They will be back in LA for the second leg of the semi-final. And Toluca tonight have demonstrated that they are a powerhouse that could go all the way in this competition. Shot from distance from Elijah Winder. Can't find his way through there, Ramos. His toes trod on there, Jorge Diaz. Painful one, but here come LA. Shot in from the from the left-hand side from Joseph Pencil straight at the goalkeeper. Well, that will constitute a third shot on target, and quite frankly, all three have been back passes. The goalkeeper has had such an easy night tonight, Luis Garcia. He did almost have to drop on that one. Santiago Sima outnumbered 2-1. No fouls as the referee. They pick it up in the midfield, do Galaxy, with Sanabria. His ball intended to go out wide is cut out by Jesus Gallardo, the captain. His goal, pile driver after just 10 minutes, set the tone of this game. And it is Gallardo with the ball in his hands at the moment to take this throw in, right in front of the under pressure Greg Vanek. The inquest continues. How did it all go so horribly wrong? MLS Cup winners just over 18 months ago. And now a demonstration tonight of how far they are off of being a dominant force in the Champions Cup. He can get forward here down the left-hand side with Paintsuk. Takes it on his chest. Been forced out wide. Antonio Brazeno stands him up, but it's good play by Pencil, pulled it back too close to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, Luis Garcia, distributes down the left-hand side. It's nicely taken by Franco Rossi. Back to Gallardo. Inside to Franco Romero. CONCACAF Champions Cup. You're listening to audio commentary coverage of LA Galaxy against Toluca. First leg was 4-2 to Toluca. We've got just under 2 minutes of normal time to go in the second leg, and it's 3-0 to Toluca. 7-2 on aggregate. Two USA sides have beaten Mexican sides in two of the quarterfinals. All four quarterfinals, Mexico against USA. This will make it 2-1 to USA, putting one back Mexico, but we fancy Tigres to progress against the Sounders later on. That's 2-0. Sounders didn't get an away goal there. You feel if Tigres can get an away goal, they will be through to the semi-final. Semi-final lineup likely to be Nashville against Tigres, and Toluca to play LA. No LA derby in the semis, I'm afraid. Ricky Yamay Japan international, former Kawasaki Frontale player, can't get the cross in, smashed away by Gallardo, picked up at the back by Justin Hack, sent it wide to Julian Al. And LA have played a bit better since making a multitude of changes, but it's all been too late. Their best spell in the game coming when 3-0 down. They've got some more defending to do here. Franco Rossi turns back inside, still Rossi holds it up, plays it through the middle, can't quite link up with Pavel Perez, cleared away. We're into stoppage time, and stoppage time is not necessary, nothing added on at all. The final whistle blows, Galaxy go crashing out without a whimper in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. It's an easy progression for Toluca from Mexico, 7-2 on aggregate, 3-0 on the night, 2 for Diaz, 1 for Gallardo, ever so comfortable. Galaxy's problems remain. It's been a poor season under Greg Vanny, who remains under a lot of pressure. A big following here tonight for Toluca, and the Red Devils have progressed with plenty to spare. A semi-final return to LA beckons. LAFC will be their opponents in the last 4, and you wouldn't bet against Toluca on the evidence shown in this 90 minutes. 7-2 on aggregate, 3-2 on the night, a statement victory. Thank you for your company this evening. I hope you all have a good night.